Aliens have arrived and set up medical facilities around the world that can cure any disease. However, for each visit you will be anal probed for a day as the cost. How would this impact the medical and healthcare industry now that doctors and medicine are optional? Medical industry becomes entirely focused on anal therapeutics to help people with the side effects of all the anal probing. There will also be a small market of doctors who are just like normal to service the people who don't want to be anally probed. This group of doctors will swing from being very well paid to being very discounted and back, all because of the demand for the service and saturation of the market. Eventually everyone will become comfortable with stuff up their butt and the medical field will be relegated to pure academia. Edit, so people ain't getting what I'm saying. Yes, doctors will still be around for people who don't want to get probed. What I'm saying is that eventually everyone will just get probed for everything. Also, everyone keeps saying you wouldn't get probed for routine medical stuff. I'm under the assumption that getting probed cures you of everything, resets you. I.e., all that routine work won't be necessary after one visit. Health insurance for dangerous job will go down and quick transportation insurance will rise. People will start talking about who and how people should be arranged for this free healthcare and a shady business of stopping and taxing people for crossing their land to get to the aliens. Land war will begin around the alien and people will start stealing the alien equipments and sell it for high price. Stop, it's too real. Ah, humans. Liza Rowe, Riley Reid? Wait, are you talking about the kids shows or adults? Over the weekend I ran into Lana Rhoades at the beach. Wasn't even sure it was her until my buddy heard she was taking a vacation around here and sent me a bunch of screenshots from her boyfriend's Instagram confirming she really was here. It's so weird to see porn stars IRL. It's like when you were a kid and you saw your teacher at the grocery store. Edit, he found out from a TikTok she posted. I'm just here for the free probe. Thanks fellow Redditors for the upvotes and awards. Judging by how this has blown up, I'm filled with the satisfaction that I've made you laugh or chuckle at the least. PSA, please wear a mask or face covering when going elsewhere, keep your hands clean and don't go probing around your vicinity for too long. Until I can finally lose my virginity from an alien probe, it's still going to be a while until we sort this pandemic and the avoidable deaths out. If you lose a sense of taste/smell as well, please begin the process of looking for help in regards to this virus. Much love, Heavy Black Heart. This question is almost as ridiculous as the dozens of would you do not that bad of a thing for $1 billion. Questions that get posted constantly. If you were dying of cancer but having a benevolent being stick a tool up your butt fixes it, there isn't even a question of what choice you'd take. To be fair to OP, they didn't ask would you do it, they asked how society would change with medicine being made redundant. I think the main change would be a drastic reduction in thinly veiled fetish scenarios used as AskReddit bait. You only said diseases. Doctors and medicine would still be needed to treat accidents and injuries. Eventually doctors and medicine would only be available to the super rich. You'd need people to die. Assuming you consider aging a disease, people couldn't really die, except from injury/accident. Overpopulation would be inevitable. You might end up with a Hunger Games scenario where the rich cull the poor by making them fight to the death to live or just hunt them for sport. The rich stop taking risks, it's the only threat to their immortality. They wouldn't fly, drive fast, ride a motorcycle. Might even get to the point that they blend all their food to avoid choking to death. They'd be in no rush to ever do anything. Why would they be? It's not like they could die. Quite a few things happen. A big chunk of the medical field shrivels up as the aliens cure cancer, AIDS, herpes, and other terminal illnesses. Many of the doctors who initially lost their jobs will be hired by medical research firms looking to reverse engineer the alien cures to provide human civilization with cures that avoid anal probing. The aliens don't like this cause it jeopardizes their ability to continue probing, assuming they benefit from this somehow other than just enjoying shoving stuff up humans' butts. They respond by trying to hide their methods and identify the doctors trying to reverse engineer their cures. As the doctors and aliens continue to subvert, the other tensions build, the aliens' goodwill is wearing thin. Meanwhile, many women as well as homosexual and bisexual men see massive increases to lifespan as the anal penetration is less of an obstacle than their heterosexual counterparts. Over time, the word P** becomes synonymous to paragon of health. Stigma develops over here too. Men who refuse to be probed and homophobia reverses. Many of the men who refuse anal probing are also part of the NRA, so a militia forms over the idea of protecting their fellow mans *us. The aliens see this pitiful militia and begin to feel dejected. They have the technology to vaporize the Earth in the blink of an eye, and all they want is to help humans while learning about them. If Earth doesn't want them, then they're done with Earth. They take a critical number of humans who sympathize with them, enough to form a self-sustaining colony that they can study perpetually. The colony lives a life of luxury and ease that those on Earth can only dream of. As time goes on, disease and death return to where they were, and civilization is left wondering if they should have just left well enough alone.